So what we're doing today on Lovely Michelle is we're going to do a Victoria's Secret ombre balayage. Jamie's going to show her magic with her techniques on how she does a balayage. And we're going to add a lot of intensity to Michelle's old highlights and darkening a little bit more on her roots so that it really has a nice flow of transition into the lightest colors at the bottom.
So what level?
So right now, because she's at a 6 on her old color, we're going to take her down to a 5, do a chocolate glaze. So it's really nice and chocolatey versus just brown. And then when you actually, because of these nice warm tones that she already has that go to light, we're going to actually take this up toward the ends, probably another 2 levels. And so that is going to really have this really beautiful flow, and then whenever we curl her hair, she's just going to have this. Now I got the base color on, and I went back over the top where her part is, and I actually added it further out so that it covers even more of an area on the top. And then we're going to comb this through so it really, like I said, gets more of that gradient shaping from darker to lighter as we go down. And that'll create a good canvas for Jamie to do her steps next. So our partings are about 1 inch thick. And because you're using a thicker consistency of bleach, you can pretty much just lay the hair on top of each other. Or you can use another piece of saran wrap, putting in between each section, which will add a little bit of heat to the hair and allow the processing to actually move quicker than open air drying. And keep that solution in your bleach moist so that way it keeps processing and doesn't dry out. Because once it dries out, it stops working. So as Jamie works toward the top, and as she was putting on these slices for her vertical highlights, you don't ever be afraid to go onto the color that you just deposited at the base, because it's going to lift, but it's also going to tone at the same time. So that builds in a nice gradient to, instead of it just being and wasting time really by doing your base color and then washing it and then coming back and doing all this other work, you can eliminate a whole process by working on top of what you put down for color.
The part where they wear their hair is exactly the part. And then you want to line up your
slices.
Yes.
With the other side equally.
Yes.
And that, what does that do?
Gives like a seamless, it's not so chunky. It's kind of.
So if you were to use foil, it'd be a lot harder to see, right?
Yes.
So using the saran wrap is another great idea because it allows you to see what your work is, where your work is.
Yes. And then you just want to feather it in. And then I like to take this piece. I'm going to kind of hit that right there again a little. And then I want to hit this piece to make that highlighted around her.
Frame her face in.
Yes.
Make it pop. Cool. You look very futuristic right now, Michelle.
You just want to feather it in, and then I like to take this piece. I'm going to kind of hit that right there again a little, and then I want to hit this piece to make that highlighted around her.
Frame her face in.
Yes.
Make it pop. Cool. You look very futuristic right now, Michelle.
You just want to give a little.
Okay, so now we're going to let it process. walk around you a little bit. So this was the end result of our processing today on Michelle. And this nice gradient transition. Of course, this sun is beaming right on it. So let's walk inside. It's about right in there. So we have a nice chocolate down to a level 8, 9 on the ends. Wow, it's very pretty. Yeah, so good job, Team Tom and Jamie.